Hey you guys, it's pretty late, but it's October 20th, 2020, and this is my second video. I'll get used to these camera angles and where to look and how to talk, I'm sure in the future, but for now, I just want to get the journey started. So the last time I spoke, I was on the verge of possibly calling it quits with my boyfriend of a year and a half now. I really love him, and he really loves me, but his love for his family, I think, trumps the love we have for each other. I am in whole part grateful of the time we've spent together, and it's taught me a lot about me and some old wounds that I've had. Now, for one of my jobs, as I mentioned, I have two and I work a lot. I'm overnight, so I have a lot of time to kind of sit and think and marinate on things, and sometimes the reality of it is some things have to be said out loud so I can hear them, and it's not just a still voice. But the thing that needs to be said out loud is he loves me and he loves the idea of me, but the sacrifice that I need him to have for me, for our relationship, for our future, is not there. And I have to accept that. And it's hard because I know how well we could be together. I know how well we could do life together. We get along fine with there being no outside noise, but that's just not at all possible. He's very involved with his family, as I said, almost too much, to a detriment. And it would be hard for me to just whisk him away and have it be me and him. As his pastor said to us in a sit down a couple of days ago, that it would be incredibly selfish. And I agree. But that's only in a dream world that we are just me and him. And my son, of course. I am okay. And it's only a few days in. And I don't know that I've had the direct conversation with him. I've more had it with myself, trying to face the reality first before I have that hard talk with him. I don't know that the comprehension will be there, and I'm not saying it in a condescending way, but the way I understand relationships as a whole, I think, is different than the way he does. And so me going to him and basically saying, I need you to make the switch. I need you to make you and I the priority. I've given this 17, 18 months, and at this point, I don't feel like I'm the priority. It was pointed out by his pastor, who has never met me, really, other than high and by, but had a sit down with us for a good amount of time, about over an hour, hour and a half. And he basically said she needs to be the priority. If she's your wife, she's your future, she needs to be the priority. And the mere fact that this much time into the relationship, he still needs to be told that, may be a sign that it's not what he chooses to do. And this year has been all about acceptance for me, and really not wanting things to be what I think they should be or how they should be to the world, but just how they are. And the truth is, he and I get along very well. I love him and he loves me, but that pull for his family to be first will trump me and him every time. And I told him I won't be second. You will not make me second best in your life, and I'm your wife. You go around joking about it now, but what does that really mean? And this is from somebody who's been married before. I've never been married. So this would be my first time, and I would hope my last. But that doesn't mean that I settle on being second best because of my own fear of approaching 40 and being single and not having a spouse. So I just wanted to check in, I guess, get in the habit of doing these videos, and hopefully I'll get better at the camera time, the lighting, buying a camera. But this is me in the raw, uncut, with this mask, hiding all of the breakouts from this mask. And hopefully these videos get better. They get more informative. But the one thing I wanted to say, if I don't say anything else, is peace trumps happiness any day of the week. And that's just what it is. peace will trump happiness any day of the week. You can be happy with somebody but not be at peace. And I'm positive I would never be at peace with him because his priority is his family. And I would constantly wonder if he's doing it out of pity or because he wants to be present with me. And I don't know that I want to be in a situation like that. I don't want him to forget his family altogether. I think it's great that he has family he gets along with and, does life with. But you have to have healthy attachments and detachments. And I don't feel like I'm the person to be telling you which is which. So I kind of feel like at this point in our lives, we're both, reaching 40 here in less than 2 years, that you have to kind of have a sense for that. And if you don't, then I still don't feel like it's my place to tell you. So it's with great sadness that I am pretty sure we are not going to make it to the end of the year. And again, I haven't had that difficult talk with him, but it's mainly because I wanted to get my thoughts straight about it and my words clear and concise before I said anything. I don't want it to be harsh. I don't want it to come off unkind and unsympathetic. But at the end of the day, he has chosen his primary and it's not me. And I'm not even slightly upset about it. I'm disappointed, if that makes sense, because of how happy he appears to be with me. But obviously, at this point, it's not enough, and I can't make the horse drink. He's at the water, but I can't make him drink. So I will follow up probably in the next week or so, the next 10 days. My job schedule may be changing here pretty soon. I work, like I said, an insane amount of hours, 75 to 80, 90 hours a week sometimes. I don't get to see my son nearly as much as I would like to. And I'm at the point where it doesn't matter how much money you earn, if you don't save it, if you're not investing in, if you're not paying off debt, then is it really worth the strain on my body, on my heart, on my household, and even on my relationships? I don't think so. I will keep you guys posted. If you're watching, like and subscribe. This is the beginning of my journey with a lot of things, mainly right now, developing a stronger relationship with myself, with God, understanding what my needs are and not backing down from them, being a better mother as a whole, and hopefully dropping some knowledge from my own experiences so that others don't feel alone, because that's what I struggle with the most. You guys have a good night.